What is up with the squad? It's your favorite IT with Uncle Tennessee's in the building. Hold on, what is going on? Let me fix something on my Instagram. What's up, y'all? Coming in the door. What's up? Hit the like and the share. They both right there. What is good? What is good? What is good? Y'all let me know what y'all think about these games from today. Coach Coleman will be up in just a little bit. He had to switch locations. He had to change in plans. We got MJ coming up to talk some hoops. Come on, let's get started. Let's get started. 1 second, something else going on. We're getting all the technical stuff taken care of. All right. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk. Yolanda, you shocked. Okay, what got you shocked? Let's talk shots first. What got you shot? The Aces game, the Mercury game, the MVP. What got you shot? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Because if you shocked about the Aces, I wouldn't. I don't even know how I really feel about it. Like, am I shocked? No, I'm probably more pissed. I'm probably just more pissed about just. I think after the MVP announcement, I just expected like a boost, right? So I expected Asia to come out and like really like be like, yo, let me show you why I am the MVP. And that part of the game never started. So I'm a little disappointed. Aces game, I need everyone to step up and help Asia. Yeah, okay. So I'm rewatching the game right now, right? And everybody could have played a better game. Everybody could have played a better game. Now, I don't know if people was like, oh, they were celebrating the MVP. You don't celebrate the MVP to the point where you lose the playoff game. That ain't the damn mission. The MVP ain't the mission. That's a bonus. You know what I'm saying? That's a bonus. That's the cherry on top. So I thought we was gonna come in locked in, like, yo, let's go show what the greatness is. And we showed up, and I mean, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was totally disappointed in the outcome. That's how we got down today. That's how we got down today. It was not a good look. Oh, let me pull this thing back up. And the thing is, what irritated me the most about it was that Becky was the one for me. She didn't call timeouts when I thought she could have called some timeouts. And then some of the rotation moves, it was like, we ain't seen Megan in a while. How did she end up out here? And then Parker Tyus, she didn't get out there till later. I don't know. I don't know. Let me hold on. Because I wanted to grab these. I wanted to get this box score. We shot 40% from the floor, 29% from three, 83% from free throw. Listen, they shot 94% from free throw. They only missed one free throw. They shot 50% from the floor. They were on fire. They were on fire shooting the ball. But we got to talk about a few things. Everybody is still celebrating the MVP. We ain't got time to be celebrating on MVP. The game between the Aces and the Fever was very disappointing. But on the other hand, the game between Minnesota Lynx and Phoenix Mercury was very good and competitive. That one even ended kind of lackluster for me. But we'll see how it goes. But I'm going for the Mercury too. So I'm not moving off my picks. I still got the Aces and the Mercury meeting in the finals based on how we showed up. But everybody got to show up and do a better job. I don't know where my 1, 2, 3 goers is, but 1, 2, 3 go. Let me go back. Let me go back. And so Asia, A played 34 minutes, but she was only 6 of 22. Asia took 22 shots. Gray took 12. Jackie took 16, and nobody else was in double figures. Is this okay? What you mean? What do you mean? Is this okay, Spoiled Brat? Let's talk about it. What did you see? I see 4 points, 2 rebounds. She was out there for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna tell y'all who I thought I was gonna see more from. Dana Evans put it from her fall. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. That's a good point. Dana Evans, she put up 14 points, but I don't know. The defense against Odyssey, we got to do better. And so who did y'all see that responsibility falling on more? Because is that Chelsea that was on Odyssey? Kelsey Mitchell was cooking. Kelsey Mitchell came in to say, hey, I wasn't the MVP, but I was in the conversation, and let me show you why. Kelsey Mitchell came out. Let me see. Kelsey Mitchell came out and gave us a hot 34, right? A hot 34. There was actually no defense on Kelsey Mitchell. Shout out, Aaliyah Boston played hella defense on Asia today. Played hella defense on A. I think at one point I looked up, was A like 1 of 8, 1 of 9 on when Boston was guarding her. But that's Jewel Lloyd that I'm seeing getting cooked right now by Kelsey. Dana's the our speedy guard, right? Between Dana and Jewel. I know asking J.O. to defend and score is a bit much. If Boston offensive game wakes up Indiana winning the series, I don't know if I'm ready to be like, yo, they just winning the series. I think some adjustments got to be made. But again, I'm looking out here at I'm looking at the players that got out here today. I didn't expect to see. Well, even Meg was only out there like 8 minutes, but I didn't really expect to see her. Aaliyah and I got out there for like 1 minute. Parker Tyus only had 5 minutes. I didn't understand that part. I thought that we would see Parker Tyus more like with the minutes that Nalissa had, more like 15, 18 minutes. She played Chelsea and AB good tonight. Who played Chelsea and AB good tonight? Oh, you talking about Chelsea or Kelsey? I don't know. You confused me on that one, Yolanda. Kelsey Mitchell embarrassed them all, and I still don't like Boston. Sorry, she's a dirty player. You don't have to like her, but I don't think that she's a dirty player either. I'm not gonna just put that jacket on that kid because that's how you feel. That's your opinion. Oh well. I don't consider her a dirty player. It's the Fever series to blow. I'll tell you this: the Fever definitely threw the first punch. She played Kelsey and AB good tonight. Nalissa, yeah, but okay. So with Nalissa, we still want probably like at least 4 more points and 5 more rebounds. So like 8.7 rebounds is a good game from Nalissa. Kirsten Bell, though. Kirsten Bell. Oh my gosh, bro. 16 minutes, 0 of 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3. Nothing. 1 assist. Nothing. And nothing on defense. So I don't know. How do y'all feel about KB? How playable is KB? Jamie, who are you? Yeah, hey, Becky, who are you? The agents can't respond or go home. Should we at home? Respond or stay at home. It ain't time for no excuses. I don't hear nothing about if we got the MVP and we was part. I don't hear none of that. Because again, this right here to me is about somebody left their Timbs and they do-rag on our floor last year. People got to learn how to be greedy and try to get both in Las Vegas. Oh, yeah, man, listen, they definitely trying to get both in Las Vegas. They say it ain't a series till somebody win in the away game. It's a series right now. They came out and punched us in the mouth. And if we ain't embarrassed, don't show up to work tomorrow. Don't show up to work tomorrow. Nobody's numbers look good. No, nobody's numbers is anything to write home about. No, nobody. Not a one. And y'all asked me about now. Listen, so is Chelsea healthy? Is Chelsea Gray healthy? Y'all gotta tell me, is Chelsea healthy? Sims didn't even just so I was saying that Sims cooked Evans, but nah, I mean Evans was out there for about 23 minutes, but Sims was out there cooking everybody that got in front of her because Sims was on the floor for 32 minutes. So for 9 other minutes, she cooked the hell out of somebody else too. It was no reason for us to lose this game. Barbara Brown, what's good? I'm not gonna say that Chelsea's too old. I don't think that. You don't think Chelsea is healthy? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Chelsea. Some of the fouls, especially some of the end of the game plays. It just, I don't know. Is she tired? I don't know what the hell is going on. Anybody? Do y'all think Dantas is gonna play? Hey, listen, and the refs was letting them play early in the game. Okay, they was letting them play early in the game. I saw just run through somebody. What up, Cess? You what, Barbara Brown? I don't know what. Her legs. Oh, you think it's her legs? Okay. So I mean, I don't know. Chelsea usually plays year round, right? Well, no, she hasn't been healthy, so she probably hasn't played year round. I don't even want to say they're like unrivaled. I'm not making no excuses. Chichi Good Energy, what's good? You don't have to catch them if you keep them in front of you. They don't have to be in a situation where they're chasing them all over the place. And everybody on the Fever ain't that speedy. Aces didn't play in his own today to stop Indiana penetration. I question a lot of the calls down the way. It was just like, hey, break up the momentum. Hey, let's figure out let's make some adjustments. That game was crazy. They got outplayed. Oh yeah, hell yeah. We got outplayed. I don't mind owning that. We got our ass whooped today at our crib. And it had to be like that. Now listen, Asia went to the bench at one time. I think we was down 5. When A went and sat down for the last time in the third, we was down 5. And then she came back in for the fourth and had to try to come back from like down 15. Oh, Market. Hey, I said, listen, they was 50% from the floor, 31% from 3. They shot the hell out the ball. Kelsey Mitchell was 4 or 6 from 3. She had 34 points in 34 minutes. She scored a point a minute. I mean, like, what are you going to do with that? But here's the thing. Even if you're not going to do anything with that, you can't let Odyssey Sims go for 17 and Natasha Howard go for 12. You got to keep them in control. If you're going to choose to let one player go off, you can only let one player go off. I mean, everybody else has to get nothing. Oh, man, I don't have no respect for him. Yeah, I ain't got no respect for him. I don't. I don't have no respect for the Fever organization. I don't have any respect for the Fever team. They got some players that I got some respect for, but nothing changed. Nothing changed about how I feel about the Indiana Fever overall. No. Oh, man, we look whooped today. WNBA Sports highlights. What's good? We look absolutely whooped today. I can't front. I can't front. I was glad to see Bree Hall get on the floor and score. Jewel is going to be a factor. Keep playing like a scared mouse, letting everyone sling her around and scoring points. The Aces are getting swept. Gosh, that's how you felt Jewel played today. What's up, MJ?
Yo.
You had to turn the channel? You turned the channel on the Aces, Jewel? Oh, no, I'm rewatching. I'm going to learn so much.
Yeah.
AJ will be better, but Aaliyah won't have many 6-point games.
Yikes. Yikes, and double yikes.
Yeah, but that's okay. If you're gonna let Aaliyah have more points, then you can't let Kelsey have more points.
Let me look at this box score real quick before we look at this game. I saw the score.
They enjoyed it. It's one game. We got to relax. But the fact of the matter is, we got to make some adjustments. I hear the relax part, but why do you think what made I don't understand Gustafsson getting on the floor. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming. I mean, we got four out of her free throws. 3 rebounds. But I didn't see that. I thought we was gonna see more Cheyenne Parker Tice. I thought that was to me that's the body that you want down there banging with Aaliyah Boston. Don't you? To me, I don't know. You was mad with the lack of effort. I get it. MJ, did you get to watch the game? What's going on, sir?
Not even close to watching that game. I was so shocked by the fourth quarter score. I'm just trying to figure out how they gave up 28 points in the third. How did that happen?
That. Here's the thing. We never scored. We did not have a 20-point quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a quarter where we scored 20 points.
So that's two things too. I mean, I'm just speaking off the dome. So
what up, Michelle? What's happening? AKA 85 Fly. Go ahead, MJ.
That leads itself to you have the defensive player of the year on that team, but that doesn't mean the team is a good defensive team overall. Doesn't mean that at all.
Hold on. Nah. Well, here's the thing. We have been playing a defense that looked like we was on the stream. No, they was out there looking like they never played with each other before. I didn't see talking. I didn't see anything. It was like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't come to work.
Yeah.
Period.
Kind of looking at this. This is
Asia looked exhausted. Kelsey Mitchell played like the MVP. Yep, she's not the MVP though. She had a great game. She's not the MVP. Aces could have won this game. Yeah, I don't think it goes to game 5 either. The defensive effort, it wasn't there at all. But they got that's a want to. Fever is the number 3-point defense in the league for a reason. I don't care nothing about none of that. Morning MVP celebration with the noon West Coast tip-off. We look flat, lethargic. Reset game 2, no excuses. We was at home.
Wait. Stop.
We was at the crib.
Wait. I gotta address a few of these.
The MVP to me should have been a boost. Go ahead. To me, it should have been a boost. Go ahead.
You who's this Furious Fever and who's the other one in here talking this stupidness? Because I remember if they were even here, one of the two were here earlier this season telling us that the queen of Indiana Fever was going to win the championship and get the MVP and set more scoring records and there's nobody that can stop
that ain't even their favorite. That's not even their favorite. That's not even their favorite Indiana Fever player no more.
No, it's not even their favorite player right now. And on top of that, these are the same people that were talking about trade AB for a year for a season and a half. Same people. Don't even lie about it either. I don't even want to hear it. As soon as you start lying, I might put you out myself. So don't even try that stupid nonsense. Y'all let go of Wheeler. Y'all made the
Here's the
world
thing.
think that Wheeler didn't even have any legs left.
Here's where Indiana feel the Fever feel like they got something to stand on. They did this 3 times this year. Now what is this? The third or the fourth time they do this year?
I think it's 3. 1 and 3.
So yeah, they feel it themselves. Winning the championship is more important than winning MVP. You damn right.
I respect that Black logic. Right? If you're a fan of hoops, if you're a fan of the team itself, great. It's these new fans that don't know why people are going at them, and they refuse to actually increase their basketball knowledge past who they like to root for. So when you get pushback like that, I mean, it's cool. You can come in here and talk, talk trash with, that your team won, because they did. They definitely did. They handled business. But don't act like you was talking about this was going to happen without the Queen of Indiana Fever.
When you start talking about Kelsey Mitchell as the MVP, you don't got a leg to stand on there, and that's when we start looking at you sideways. Like,
yeah, they was talking bad about me when she
had a great
season.
Y'all had a great game today. Yay. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go so far left with stuff. It's wild.
No, it's crazy because they're the first people to sit here and all they need to be traded, or they need to be traded, or these people ain't. Oh, you not helping the Queen of the Indiana Fever, so you got to go and all that stuff. Now look what they're saying in here. Look at them. Go back and look at what they're talking about in here. I went back a few just to see what they were talking about.
I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it. I let them get their keystrokes in like steps.
The keystrokes.
Yeah, and I let them get their keystrokes in like steps. I don't. You know me, buddy. You know me, buddy.
Yeah, I respect the Fever fans that have been there from day one. I got it, and I can tell. Like the people that know the game can tell who's been fans for a while and who just came in on this little train, this little wave that came in a few years ago. So I like I said, I have to give you credit for that win, even though I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched some highlights, but I haven't watched the game yet, and I know I'm gonna have a lot to say about it. But it is, like Cess said, it's one game. It happens, and it's a 5-game series. So the best team is going to win 5-game series.
It's one thing to say you've been supporting the team. It's one thing to say you're a fan of the team. It's one thing to say like, "Hey man, we beat the Aces' ass today." It's another thing to say that Kelsey Mitchell is the MVP, and that's where you lose all credibility. You try to stand on that. That's where you lose all the credibility with me. That's all.
That is true. Black Logic is
letting you know. Here's the thing. You can't expect Jackie Young to go harder on defense and be the second leading scorer.
Right.
Period. So they got to figure out what is that adjustment, what is that balance, but that can't be the expectation. So got to figure that part out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what it is. Just be, and it's funny. Here's the other part of what this trolling is. They're not even celebrating the players that got them the win. They're just happy that that team beat the Aces. They're not telling you who did what in the game besides the 34 points that Kelsey had. That's all they did. What else are they talking about? Go back and look. I'm just looking at what they're typing. We know where you're coming from. You can't hide it because you can't help yourselves. You don't know the game of basketball. You're a fan, which the game always needs fans. But don't get mad at us because we're coming at you when you're talking nonsense. You don't even know why. You're just happy that the win. A win's a win's a win. I get it, but you don't understand why they won, and you don't understand why they're going to lose this series. You just don't. I know where the trolls are. Exactly, Miss D. I know there's trolls in there. I know where the trolls are. I know exactly who they are. Some of them, I'm surprised they came back. I mean,
they supposed to come back and pop their shit. They supposed to.
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, but we can't find them. We can't find them when it goes south, though. That's
I can't. Yeah, I mean, they supposed to come. They supposed to show back up at that time too. But I can't speak for that. But they supposed to pop up and pop their shit. But you can't say you can't just make it. You can't just make up stuff though. That's my thing. You just go make it up stuff.
Oh well, you know me. I'll take a ride. I'll take a ride on the YouTube streets. You'll come up somewhere. I know you just ain't coming in here to troll. I'll find you. You better tell them to block me right now.
So we got a game coming up. We got a game coming up on Tuesday. Wait. Before we go all that, did anybody else see that 4x100? I gotta just take a side. I got a side step. 1 second.
Oh, nice.
Did anybody see that women's 4x1?
Very nice.
Gracious.
Very nice.
My goodness, wasn't that? Oh my.
That was one of the best ones I hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Michelle Harley was good. Star Dana, Chelsea, Jackie A, and Liz have different defenders on KM. Have Asia play more top of the key. Yeah, I don't think the KB start is gonna work. I don't know. I'm gonna be surprised if that's what they roll out Tuesday.
I'm just trying to figure out, how did Nalissa look? How did she look?
Nalissa had like 4 points. Like I said, what I wanted from Nalissa was like 5 more rebounds and 4 more points.
Mm-hmm. She's one of the keys, right? I mean,
but the thing is, MJ, when you watch the game, what happened is, I don't care if you let Kelsey Mitchell go off.
Mm-hmm.
What you can't do is you can't let Kelsey Mitchell go off and Odyssey Sims cook.
Right.
So there's that. Was Sha'Carri burning the world? Yes. Well, no more diet. Yes.
Well, let's not pretend that they weren't trying to walk her down on that last leg.
They was trying to walk her. They was trying to walk her down, but they had kind of came back. Sha'Carri looked like she got out, and Sha'Carri took her foot off the gas. It looked like a little bit to me, girl. Finish this thing.
But it's in the rain.
Yeah. Nalissa got hurt too. Yeah, the rain is nasty.
What's up, Jeremy?
Jeremy, what up? Yeah, hope KB don't guard. Kelsey got cooked. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if I felt like KB was playable. I don't know what that is in the background, but let's kill that.
Who is that?
I don't know. But let's
Coach, is that you?
Is that me? Which you have something, Auntie?
Some background.
Something's going on.
You still here?
No, it's good now. What's up, Coach Coleman?
What's up?
What is it?
Do I think we can win in Indy? Yeah,
of course.
I believe we win anywhere. What's up to your highlight? Yeah, you ain't even asked me that question.
Just gotta watch the rhythm of the game. That's what I gotta see. I mean, the box can only tell you so much, right? So. Yeah, I gotta see the rhythm of the game, see how it went. Because here's the thing: even if you're not scoring that well, your defense should be able to carry you through the game as a top tier team anyway. Right now, here's the one thing.
I don't know if that's like, is that a TV or something?
It might be. I don't know. It's not me.
But I don't have a TV on.
No. What is that?
I will double check for you.
Hold on. I'm about to find out right now. Hold on. I know
I'll something out right now. But yeah, so these are the games that what you will like to call the sneak up on your games, right? If you are not 100% focused on the game plan at hand, the teams that have nothing to lose, this is what happens. Like, let's be honest. The Indiana Fever don't have anything to lose. What do they have to lose? Right? What they just did is what teams have done in the playoffs for years. They stole home court advantage. That's what they did. It's exactly what they did. Now it's up to the Aces to get it back in game 3. Right? Regardless of what happens.
We're just on game 2. We're just on game 1 and game 2.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it
yeah. I understand.
was that still me?
Yes, it's you.
I don't. I'm on location, so I don't know even where the noise is coming from.
I don't know if
Yeah,
it's feedback off your microphone. I don't know if you have the show on. I don't know what it is. It is something though.
so I have the show here. Let me do this. I'll make sure it's not me. So let me get that.
I muted him. So
Oh, did
I
you?
muted him
Oh,
so I could
okay.
see. So I could see.
Okay. Oh, we good. Yeah, go. Kind of go
Odyssey
through.
Sims is one of the surprises of the season for me. Odyssey is the same Odyssey all every season.
That's not. Yeah. She. What
She just
made
don't
her?
play a whole season.
She's been playing that way ever since I've been watching her. What's the difference? What's the difference this season? She on a playoff team or something? I don't know what the difference is. Right?
Yeah,
I
Odyssey
was
just
talking about Odyssey Sims in the middle of the season about making sure that she's sharing the ball with her teammates because she will take over a game. And sometimes and most of the time it's good. Let me get it straight. Most of the
Yeah, that
time
was me.
sometimes
That was
it's a
me.
detriment to the team, right?
No, that was
We
me.
talked about that earlier this season. So I mean it's Odyssey, so what she's doing right now should not surprise anybody, right? Even who she's doing it against. She's a good player. She's hard to guard. It just is what it is. So
she
I'm
locked
not
in.
sure where people are getting that from. Like tell me when she hasn't played like this before. Like I mean she ain't playing like a first team all WNBA, but she's playing well. I don't know. It might be just me. It might be me. I'm infallible or I'm fallible. Feel like I'm out.
Odyssey is having a good season. Odyssey, just like I said, Odyssey played like she got intermittent FMLA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She got other things
exactly.
that she got to do with her work-life balance. So she hoop when she hoop, and then she gone when she gone. But
Yeah, she had a
when you
good.
put on the floor, like I
Yeah.
said, with the exception of, well, especially during at this time during the regular season when she trying to keep a job, Odyssey will call her number instead of sticking to the plan sometimes. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold
yeah,
you. She's trying to keep the lights on. That's just the truth.
yeah.
I say so. I know somebody asked me, what do I say about slowing down Kelsey Mitchell? Again, I don't care about Kelsey Mitchell going off. Kelsey Mitchell, get your 30, get your 34, get your 38. I don't care. As long as don't nobody else get off. For me, my interest is more in you could try to slow Kelsey Mitchell down a little bit more. Yeah, you could scheme up some stuff to try to slow her down. But for me, I need for Odyssey Sims and Natasha Howard not to get off. We owe to Leah Boston the 6 points in 29 minutes. I'll take that because she was working out trying to keep Asia under control.
Right.
But Howard and them can't get off. And I'm looking around and people getting lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's communication.
So
I'm trying to get in here and see this right now. This is
All right.
like yeah. But
Mic
I
check.
can't speak fully on it until I actually watch the replay for sure. But yeah, I come in here and I it like I said before. I mean, talk your ish, right? New fans, old fans, and everybody in between. You know, your team pulled out a win that most people didn't think was going to happen. Now the issue is you're not even praising all the people that led to that. Like we're talking about more of the people that contributed to the win than the Fever fans are. Is that supposed to happen? I don't think so.
yeah, man, we here to talk basketball.
Jeremy, we just telling the truth, bro. It's just like you. I mean, you ain't gonna sit here and lie to people. Why would you tell a lie that's easily proven a lie? Nobody. We ain't got time for that.
Hey, so all them people that was talking about MVP though, let's pause and talk about that. Did I see any congratulations? I see any congratulations about that MD4? Did I see any congratulations about that MD4 coming in the door? Anybody mention any of that telling me all about what Asia was? And she started. I'm just saying. She started slow. I'm just saying. The beginning of the season. I'm just saying. She just wasn't playing well. Hey, y'all be talking about MV4 today, shouldn't y'all? Where y'all at?
I mean,
where y'all at?
Seemed like the right
where
thing.
Y'all at? I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. If the Indiana Fever play a great game, is it sustainable? Is the thing.
True.
Asia had regressed, right? Jeremy, you wasn't the only one, but Hit Dogs holler. I'm just saying where everybody at. Everybody was a lot of gangsters. It was a lot of MVP gangsters in the. Dude, not MVP. Where y'all at?
Oh my goodness.
The fans at? Where the fans at?
Yeah,
so four. Where them fans at?
Yeah. Four time. So while people are talking about records being broken, a lot of those people that are talking about records being broken aren't talking about the 1,000-point season that nobody's ever done. And then now it's like, it's almost like they're spoiled, or it was inevitable that Asia was going to get her 4th MVP, which no other player has ever had in the league. Not enough of it is being talked about, right? It's not. And it needs to be, right? Start talking about that before you start talking about everything else. That'll give you a little bit more credibility, and we might be able to answer some more questions for y'all.
We're gonna come back to this Aces game. We gotta get to the Minnesota Wicked game because let me tell y'all something. I seen something today. And I'm rocking with the Phoenix Mercury, but I need y'all to understand. As I was saying this in the chat, Courtney was saying the same thing on the floor. Okay, so you see a Cole McConney go out, and you see Wickham try to stick Courtney 2 times. Courtney say, "Oh, I'm gonna cook her." Listen, Wickham. Hey, Nate. Testing. 1, 2, testing. Testing. Nate. If anybody here know Nate, tell Nate Wickham is not the answer for Courtney Williams. Okay. Hey, when Courtney saw that she cooked Wickham 2 times in a row, and then Wickham came back "Oh, you still here? I thought I knocked you out." Oh man, her eyes got big. She saw big barbecue chickens. Listen. Hey. Testing. Hey, testing.
Did you say barbecue chickens plural?
Chickens, big barbecue chickens. Like them chickens that look like they shot up with the steroids.
Yeah.
It was like Church's chickens. You hear me? It was big.
No.
Yeah, the quarter leg.
I've seen that too. I've seen them blow up them chickens with that nonsense too. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
2 piece in one. No.
Exactly. Oh my goodness gracious.
Goodness.
So that was the game plan, huh? Yeah. So that's not going to be the game plan next.
No, that wasn't the game plan. Okoa McConney twisted her ankle.
Oh, got it. So that's why she only played 20.
Or something happened lower leg. I think it was and Courtney's eyes got big and
interesting. Yeah. That's crucial. That's crucial.
Well, the other thing is they never went to the KM served up Vegas. Listen. Courtney, listen. They never put the lineup in that I wanted them to put in, which was Kai at the point. with Mac on the floor, with Satu, with Bonner, with Thomas. Come with the limp. Y'all trying to go with Wickham. Listen. No. And then if you're listen, oh goodness. Why?
So they basically went offense over defense, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, because Wickham gave you 11. She was 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3, but there was nothing that she could do with go court. Now, Courtney Williams had 23, and then McBride. We know who McBride is. I told y'all who McBride is. I told y'all who McBride is. 21.
Yep.
The piece had 18. Oh, what did the depoy do? Oh, never mind. She just. But yeah, I mean, listen, no Kalani Brown, no Laxa, no Lexi L, no Williams. He went Thomas, Mack, Sably, Copper, Cole McConney, Bonner, Westbell, Wickham. Hey, man, you cannot have DeWanna Bonner on the floor for 25 minutes, have her take 4 shots, not make any of them, and have 0 damn points. That's a no-go.
Yeah, that is detrimental.
Gotta lock in, homie. Gotta lock in.
Yeah. I think, well, one thing is, as far as who they played, I think that's all they could play. As much, and some of y'all know how I feel about Kalani. She has 6 fouls. That's all you can really say. There's not a whole lot of effectiveness you're gonna get out of her in this series. You're just not. It's one of those series that's not for her.
No, that's cool. That's cool. But the Mercury got to still win in Minnesota right now. It can't be about win the 5th one. You got to win one in Minnesota going home to get getting them next 2.
Yeah, you have to.
Especially if McConney's not healthy. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't we'll find out. She had 2 points.
Well, if she doesn't, of course, if they rest her for game 2, and then they go back home, and hopefully she's as close to 100% as possible. That's the only thing you can really think of. I don't know how. I don't even know who's going to replace. They may even play. I don't know who they're going to play. Whoever they're going to play out of the 3 that's left outside of Kalani is they'll probably play him about 10 minutes, like just to spell somebody. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of.
I don't even know that you got to play Kalani Brown as much as you gotta have Mac on the floor. But to me, it's Barner. You can't be out there 25 minutes and only give us nothing.
Yeah, we gotta watch that too in the mansion when this is over. Just because I'm just trying to find out where her shots came from today.
She only took 4.
Yeah, so and 3 of them were 3s. So yeah, there you go, right there. That's an issue. It's definitely an issue. Let me see. What was the game? So it was nip and tuck until they actually went into the halftime with a lead, right? So
yeah, Phoenix had the nerve to come out in the second half and score 22 points after they had 24 and 23 first and second quarters.
That's what happened. Oh, damn.
Yeah, they came out in the second half and scored 22 points.
What the hell?
12 and 10. That's what happened.
Oh, look at that. There's a shot chart. Yeah, let's check out the shot chart.
So, Coach Coleman, what you got, man?
Man, I was just listening and catching up. First of all, happy weekend to everybody. Hope you had a peaceful weekend and some rest and found some rest. For me, Sunday is the first day of the week for me. Again, we'll just go back to say that it's game 1, and when you have Phoenix and then somebody's always going to blow their best shot because they're going to get a position. You really, don't be alarmed. Don't be too concerned. Because great teams bounce back. They figure it out, So I'm going to go to Aces. I'm going to go watch that game. Once we get over here, I'm going to go watch that game again because I'll have the privilege to be back with the crew tomorrow night and just kind of chew on some things there that I saw. Sometimes you got to let things sit 24. You watch it. You can watch something instantly tonight and then you overanalyze it because it was a loss or because it wasn't a good win. It was a win. So sometimes you got to kind of just sit with what you see for 24 hours and really kind of sink in and let the adrenaline die down and then say, okay, this is the court vision. This is what we see. This is what we need to do. Again, Indiana was going to throw. They're coming off a boost, but they're going to throw They had no choice but to throw what they threw in the first game. They know what they're up against.
Mm-hmm.
Playing against the um, most valued player and the defensive player of the year, and how strong Vegas, the Asians, the Aces, the Asians have been playing. So, and so the thing is, this is not the time to be teeter-totter on the roster, but you kind of expect Indiana to come out like this just on their pattern of play. You did not expect the Aces to play this way, so it was adjustment. They threw some defensive pressure there that maybe they were expecting, but not to that level in game one. And you go back and make adjustments. I think the Aces will be ready the second game. I really do. I do. I don't. It happens sometimes. Somebody catch you slipping, and it wasn't on purpose. We were ready, but we weren't ready with how they were ready, and so okay, lesson on us. So I guarantee you'll see the energy is different, very looking. And then the thing is, you I, I think everybody there's some parts there where honestly where I gotta say because of who Asia is, there are some players that are overachieving because of just um, Asia being Asia and pushing him. So I mean, you're running on like overachievement in some place because you're really filling the gaps. And I'm not saying that Aces are a bad team. I'm just calling like I see it. When you have a special player like that, it's pushing some of those other players to overachieve. And sometimes you got to kind of recalibrate or recalculate and get yourself in line. And so, so at the end of the day, um, you'd rather have this loss in the first game than if you go down to the a must-win game. So if that, what I mean, that makes sense. I'd rather get my life together right here, and that's what y'all trying to do. Okay, y'all trying to pressure the guards, put that double here, causing us. You trying to push it. Y'all trying to push us up the line, looking at all that stuff that they were doing that they were successful in, and then you make those adjustments. And you throw that pressure back in your type of way, in your team defensive way. So, I again, I'll go back and watch it more thoroughly. I agree with Ati that we're not in sync defensively. So when you have to scramble too much, that means your weak. That means your weak side is going to have a weak side. That's what that if that makes sense to anybody. Um, so Mercury, I was shocked. I thought it was going to be a little closer game. But again, also I got to go back to when you run a system, the way you do, sometimes the system prevails, and that's what Lynx leaned into tonight was a system. That's they leaned into a system, and they stuck. And when you run it so consistently, and you don't waver from it, then it's just one of those nights. The athleticism didn't could not get around or get over that system. That's all that was. But I guarantee, but even maybe we'll see what McCartney's looking like. I see game two. I can't see um, Mercury having two fun floundering games. I'm not saying, Auntie, is that my timer? I was just joking.
No, that was me. My bad.
My time up. My time is up. Pardon the interruption.
No, you cooking. Go ahead and cook. We listen. I'm listening.
On Mercury, I can't see Mercury flounder having two tough nights offensively. At had a. Here's the thing: At had a good game, but didn't have a great game yet. So At At is due for a great game, and when At is in the great to excellent level, that's when the level of Mercury it rises up. They go as At goes, right. That secret, and then Somali Mali Satu. Okay, you got to do better, Satu. Got to do better. You got to do better. You got to do better. I'm not gonna make any excuses for Satu, but 10 points is not gonna get it in the semifinals for Satu. And, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Kyle Copper came and did what you're supposed to do. You need more than 10 from Satu somehow. I'm not saying that's why they lost, but when she's above 10, when she's higher, closer to 20, it's more successful because all three, your Kyle Copper, your AT, and your Sabali, when all three of them are in that 20 plus range, that's when they're pushing Mercury to success. Well, again, defensively, it was just a methodical offense that could put you to sleep. Sometimes if you're not paying attention, that offense is like put you. And I'm saying that because I used a similar system one time, and we called it Novocaine because it just sneak up onto you, it'll lull you to sleep, and then you get these backdoor cuts, you get these opposite side, you get these weak side post passes. What we call it is when you don't have a true post, you call it weak side post offense because you draw the defense to you and you pass it to the weak side, and there you have post action off a weak side defense, and so that it's just one of those things where. Um, anybody ever see a team where a team play so good but they play so boring? That is Minnesota all season.
Right.
They play so good but just so boring.
They make you look boring. That's how effective they are, for sure.
Yep. And so the thing is, though, my friends and family, Minnesota has intentionally perfected this because they know where they have to stay with their wheelhouse in order for them to have success. Because they're not that much athletic. They have Court is athletic, so don't nobody think like I'm talking about individual players, but overall they don't have enough to run the way most teams run that they're competing against. They can't run against Mercury. Mercury will win that game. So if Mercury can get in a situation where they stretch the game out, oh, it's trouble for the Lynx, seeing them,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's like Phoenix can be on the blades, on the rollerblades, and and Lynx are like on the two-wheel skates, you know what I mean? The old school. Like that's the difference there. If anybody sees my analogy, there's the regular bike, right? And then now they got the e-bikes, right? The motorbikes. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So Mercury's on the motorbike. They go in 25, 30 miles, one just on the motorbike, and then Minnesota's regular old school. I think I can. So that's my take on that. I'm excited to see what the next games have. I have no worries because this happens often when you see playoff matches, especially 5 games. Because some people pick and choose how they come out. Some people, I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen times where some teams said, we're going to take this game off and then we're going to come back and give them something they could feel game 2. People don't want to hear that, but I see that. Just especially if your game went the distance, your series went the distance, it happens like that sometimes.
You know how boxing is, where some boxers are more are better fighters on counter punching. It's the same concept in playoff basketball. Some coaches, like Coach Coleman said, will use this as a feel out game. They want to see what comes out first. That game was still winnable by the Mercury, but I'm not saying they tried to lose or anything like that. I just know that certain coaches have a better counterpunch, and moving forward in the series, once they find the formula that's going to work for them, then the other team's in trouble. So this is definitely going to be intriguing. And it's just like anything else. It's like I said earlier. The Phoenix Mercury if they win game 2, they stole home court. That's the whole thing in the playoffs. Like I know, the good teams, the teams that that seem like they're supposed to win, every game, if not every other game, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't always happen that way, especially in the playoffs. I mean, Minnesota is not a bad team. They're just not. They may not be the most athletic team, but they are a good team nonetheless. So I mean, it's going to take a lot to beat that team. Now I saw somebody posted that nobody on Phoenix can stop Fee. Nobody on Phoenix has to stop Fee. All they have to do is keep her from getting everybody else involved. Fee can go off for 40 points and they can still lose that game. Do you guys understand that? Fee could score 40 points in any one of these games, and if the Mercury shut down or slow down everybody else on that team, Phoenix will win. So until you guys understand that okay. So Sably does shoot too many threes. I think who said that? I think Danielle said that. She shoots too many threes, right? She should not shoot threes until she makes a couple of layups or something inside the paint. Am I wrong about that, Coach?
Yeah, you always want to get you somewhere. If it's not working early, your jump shot is not working early. Attack the basket, try some middies, make some assists, dribble drive, dribble drive to the basket, see if you can create something for your team. So,
Mhm.
but today's concept, I'm going to go back to you, but today's concept has changed a little bit. They say we got shoots. If you hear the concept has changed a little bit, shooters need to keep shooting. So you have some coaches today that have a philosophy. They want even though it's a bad shooting night, they want the shooters to keep shooting to keep their confidence up. So I mean, but where's where's the boundary with that? Okay, where's the healthy? Like, is that a good word to use? But where's the healthy boundary to that? Where the point where it's like, okay, you got to pivot and do something different for your team tonight. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Like, where do we draw that line like that? But there's some coaches that say hey, even though they're not shooting well tonight, they still want a. They know that a person that's usually a pretty good top shooter, a good shooter for their team, they still want them to shoot. So going into the next game, they still have that muscle memory, confidence, and all that great stuff.
That is a great point because the Phoenix Mercury went 3 for 23 from the 3-point line tonight. So there you go. Coach just told you. Like that's analytics talks nowadays. That's what the coaches say. You got to keep shooting, keep your confidence up, and all that stuff. That's analytic talk. Now, old school coach talk, which is more the eye test and the feel of the game, tells me that hey, I have more offensive talent, people that can take people off the dribble and have more skills, and the footwork's good around the hoop to be able to manufacture their own offense and get in their own rhythm so that when they are open at the 3-point line, they'll have more confidence to knock at least one or two of those down. You're not going to win a game. You may win a game a half a time out of 10 shooting 3 for 23 from the 3-point line. So I need to hear more about that part. Like 0 for 3. This is what I see. 0 for 5, 0 for 3, 0 for 3, 0 for 1, 2 for 8, 1 for 3. Like you're not winning a playoff game. So somebody go back and find a playoff game where they shot 13% from the 3-point line and won. That wasn't in the 90s. Or in the 80s. Just let me know. I'm just up here talking. I'm just saying.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's shift gears a little bit before we break it out of here, because I want to get you guys' opinion on Noel Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Contract not being renewed. Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
If I'm going off of you, if I'm going off of what you've been saying for most of the season, she didn't have a chance to begin with. So I don't.
I heard last season.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't.
Go ahead.
I'm just messing around. Go ahead.
So I'm going to say if she coached all season the way she coached in that playoff game, like where was that? You know what I mean? So do you see that the talent and the ability is there? We don't know here's the thing I always say, because I'm talking from a coach's experience and been there, done some of that, not totally in Noel's Quinn's shoes. So I can't say I exactly know, but there is a lot of things that you do not see that goes on that it sometimes get in the way of you coaching, because I've had it happen to me, and there's some introspection, but I'm not saying that's the reason why she fell forward. But I do believe in her as a coach, and I believe she needs a different opportunity that fits her. I would love to see Noel Quinn coaches. I do believe it. I like the way she coaches, the kind of disposition she has that she's chosen to have as a head coach. The thing is, you have to find those type of players that fit what you can coach. And I'm saying that from my experience as well, that I've learned by the burn that I couldn't coach. I thought I could, and I can't coach this type of group. And it's okay. That doesn't mean you can't coach. It means they need someone that can reach them. Not X and O's, but that can reach them. And so I'm not saying she didn't reach them. I'm just saying you just didn't see a natural mesh
I
when you
mean,
start to
you
meet her and
kind of
how her
saying
team
it.
is.
You
Yeah.
kind of saying it, but I mean, you're not saying it, but you're kind of saying it. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, she lost the locker room. Like, yeah, was it last year or was it beginning of this year? When was it? She lost it. She lost it.
Last year, at the end of last season, for
Yeah.
sure.
When they brought her back anyway.
To try to say, well, was it okay? We're gonna take. They did the process of elimination.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take this away. See if it was that No, that
Yeah.
person that they said that was starting trouble with. No, so it wasn't that person. It was the coaching. It was the coaching staff. And I mean, but and
Now,
then
was it the entire coaching staff that was relieved of their duties?
I can't remember. But that's where I'm at because Pokey is the assistant GM.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to me, I think that's another unfair situation. How does that even work? For the love of basketball, I wouldn't be comfortable with that. I'm like, you either go GM or you go be coach, and I don't got to coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you assistant GM, you coaching, then won't just go ahead and be the head coach and assistant GM. You don't need me as a head coach.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
That's the kind of me. That's the kind of conversation I would have had with it. Like,
Yep.
so I don't think she was fair. That's another thing you got to look at when you kind of break that down, Ati. But what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand Pokey's role. Like I said, I don't really understand Seattle. So I was more interested in just like I said, the whole thing is clunky to me. Nothing ever changed about that. I was just trying to see was that her whole staff let go.
I think Pokey covered. She had a dual relationship.
Usually it's different. You're right, because usually if it's mostly happens in the NBA. I don't know that there are times that I've seen coaches like head coaches get fired, but they retain some of the assistant coaches for whatever, right? But in this case, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see why I could see. Let's be honest. I could see them letting go of the head coach and keeping most of the staff.
Yeah.
Just because the way that the Storm has operated, and this is just from living in Seattle for years, decades, and just from the outside in and people that are associated with the organization, it's very, 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 very political. It is. It's totally. It's there's of course there's hierarchies, there's outside forces, there's people that want to see this even though they don't know basketball, but they contribute the finances and the business deals that help bring more revenue to the Storm, so they have to be heard even though they're probably not the people that you need to listen to. That's how it is. And in some cases not some cases, but that's how it is in a lot of organizations, except for the competent ones. The people that say, hey, you do that, we'll do the basketball thing. This is what we do. Don't tell us our job. Don't call us. We'll call you when we need your help. That type of thing.
So you're already saying that the Chicago Sky could benefit from firing a head coach?
No comment.
Man,
if the Chicago Sky look to upgrade the head coach position, they could bring in a recently fired Seattle Storm head coach. That's Scott Conrad on Chicago Sky on Sports Illustrated.
Would it be worse, or would it be better?
I don't know.
I'd be
so
honest.
Go ahead.
I'd be honest with you. I think she's a way better coach than than Tyler Marsh. And then to me, again, looking from my sideline view, it looked like she had some stipulations that she was trying to work through and had some and I'm not saying, I'm not putting anything out there I don't know about. I said it appeared to be. Is that fair to say? Some stipulations that were unfair to her based on how the other part of the staff was composed, comprised of, if that makes
So
sense.
are
I
you
was
saying
looking
that
for a word.
those not all of those people are not people that she picked, or that they picked for her? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That
Okay.
part. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that could be true too.
That
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me. And then, he
Right.
did everything to make sure he was the next person up
Right.
and pushed me out. And I've been, but I'm not going on that rant. But
Mm.
the thing is, she knows basketball. She's been in there. So would I throw her in Chicago? No, because I think I think she's better deserve. I think Quinn is better deserving of that. Like
Mm.
I get where she's coming from and how she wants to coach women, professional women. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's
Mhm.
finding your fit in the league for that type of style of coaching. There's a place for all styles of coaching. It just not the Storm franchise for Quinn.
Right. So it's like it just for a really raw example. If you have an apple that has bruises on it, you could basically take a knife and you can cut the bruises off and still eat the good parts of the apple, right?
That's it. That's right.
But that's if
That's
you find out which who is the bruised part of the apple on that coaching staff. I'm just saying, who do you cut out? Do you know specifically who is the apple, the part of the apple that needs to be cut out? Because if that's all it is, then that might have to happen, right? I mean,
I'm not gonna go with my gut. I'm not gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna leave it there because that's a whole different. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking from my view.
mhm.
But
Yeah, I'm just asking questions right now. As far as NECA, to answer Jeremy's quick question, if NECA comes back, it's only because it's something that she's just comfortable with the Storm and she doesn't want to leave, because she can play for just about any other team that she wants to play for that needs.
The hell she can.
What you mean? How come she can't?
Every place she went to, every place she's been, when she left, the locker room was a mess. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm worried about the locker room as long as he
No,
puts it.
you have to be. That disrupts what goes on there.
I mean,
That disrupts what's going on there. Tell me where she could go.
unfortunately, not everybody worries about that. We're seeing that in Seattle right now.
Yeah, they finna get worried about it.
I mean, she can't be worse. She can't be worse than the management of what allegedly. I say this allegedly in air quotes of Kennedy Carter.
allegedly,
Yeah, I mean, they said she was so much of a problem for them in the organization that they refused to bring her back to give the Chicago Sky a chance at making the playoffs this year. So I'm just
you
saying.
talking about Kent Carter?
Yeah. I mean,
We going down that
Carter,
road?
she living her best life anyway, though.
I'm not buying that. I'm not
I
buying
don't
that
know.
for the franchise.
I don't know. That's what they said. I don't know.
I'm not buying that.
If Dennis Rodman can play for the Chicago Bulls for 3 years,
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
right? Yeah.
We not shutting up and playing basketball. We're not going that. Don't
Right.
let's not even go down that road tonight.
Exactly.
We're
And
not
that's the
doing that.
thing too. If you get to the point where you think you would sacrifice the success of the team because you don't want to have to do your job and basically make sure things run as tightly as it can, you shouldn't be in the job. You shouldn't be in the job. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say it. Okay. One, it's a privilege. Let me I'm gonna parse this out a little bit here. You are not entitled to a job in the WNBA as anything. You're not. You work for everything you get there. Now the issue is
I
you
don't
do
know.
have
Some
hiring.
people
I know. And I'm about to clean it up. Let me clean it up. Guy, I know what I just said. Hiring managers and owners and people of influence hire people and put people in places that people and players that they feel comfortable around, regardless of what that means to the success of teams. But if you have an organization that's a championship organization or that's always in the hunt for championships and they run their franchise as if they're going for championships every season, you're not entitled to jobs in those organizations. You're not entitled to those jobs. You have to work. You have to show them that you can do what you're saying you can do for that team. Assistant coaches, athletic trainers, player development, even the communications people, the public relations. You cannot sit there and just say, I deserve to be here because I have these credentials. You got to show people what you've done. You've got to interview well, and then if they give you if they give you some type of maybe, let's say a 10-day contract, so to speak, to do your thing, you got to prove you can do that stuff. So when we come back to you and we find out that you're doing things, you're hiring people just because you know them or who they know, or you're letting players go or picking up players because, oh, hey, she's so nice to, and she gets along with my niece and all that stuff. You should not be in the position of power that you're in. You should not, period. Now, if we want to go down the list and go start naming all people, I'll go get my little special notepad and I'll make a nice little list for y'all that we can go through sometime next week.
Now, in Ghostface Pickle World, that's nice shuffling, but sometimes, most of the time, oftentimes,
Mm-hmm.
it's a I know you or how I played or who played with who or who coached with
Right.
who or who traveled with who AAU, who AAU like that, and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. So it is people, believe it or not, fam. I don't want to put a dim light on it, but when it comes to certain circles and players and coaches, it is about um, rubbing shoulders and rubbing the shoulders the right way.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
and so for a coach myself that aspired to be at a higher level of college coaching, there were certain things I weren't willing to do because I wasn't going to lower my moral standards to get to the next level, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there like that. Um,
100%. Yeah. I mean, I was an assistant coach for a college team. Most people know this. I've talked about this a lot over the months. Yeah, I was an assistant coach for a college team that went undefeated. It's one of the only undefeated teams in the last 15 years in that conference. And I they I knew a lot of the guys that were coaches in that college because I played, men's league basketball against them. And I've coached like younger kids against their AAUs and stuff like that. So they knew who I was, and I always made it hard on them on the court. I made them think, I made them mad, but they knew who I was, and they brought me in. But they didn't just bring me in; they brought me in to see, what type of influence I would be on the kids in the preseason. Would they gravitate to? Would they listen to me? Can I get them to do things that the other coaches couldn't get them to do? And after about a week and a half, they signed me on as an assistant coach and a strength trainer, right? And we went through the season. We had fights. I actually I got them to change a couple of defensive philosophies going into league play. which I didn't think I was going to be able to do, but it made more sense. Like what I told them to do, not only did it make more sense, we actually did it in practice, live and in practice, impromptu. Made a couple of switches, and it actually turned the defense around. So I showed them what I could do and how I could help, affect winning. If you don't have players or personnel that are that you can quantifiably see them making a difference in your organization, they should not be there. Period. Here's the other thing too, and I'm going to say it for the millionth time. Whomever in the Chicago Sky management who cannot handle, well, I won't say handle, who can't, what's a good word besides handle, who can't navigate their job and responsibilities, because it gets on their nerves, or they don't like somebody, if you do bring in those people, it affects winning. All of them need to be fired immediately, because what's happening is everything that they do that's stupid, their fans have no, it's true. It's a true statement. Everything that they do, their fans have to answer for, because they don't answer the questions. They don't come out and say anything but a boilerplate this, and when people start to ask questions, they deflect. You're losing, and then you don't want to own up to it and figure out what the problem is. You got to go. You can't be there. You have all the all-star backing that you could possibly get. And right now they're battling with one of their stars, because they brought in an old aging superstar that, I'm not saying she won't. She has some Hall of Fame credentials. As far as being a winner and being, consistent with, her position. Right. She's not a superstar, but for the most part, there's a young player that's a star on your team that basically said the quiet part out loud. And instead of building off of that and trying to bridge the gap and try to see where you can get better, you are essentially throwing her under the bus and letting teammates quarrel in public without really saying anything about it or having a solution to it. That is bad management. Bad management. I don't say
that doesn't get fixed unless they make a change, unless they make a sale or a change. So
that stays the same. The team, they ain't selling that team. That's a cash cow for them.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't. At some point, the league has to think about what is the league. The NFL, nothing's.
You're talking about the league stepping in.
The WNBA has to make a decision.
The owner's selling the team. Really?
Now, the WNBA has to make a decision.
Oh,
to be
okay. That's big time though. That's whenever they have to step in and do anything.
There's too much money on the line. They just turned down $400 million for a team.
Right. That's true.
You're gonna let the third biggest market go to shit? Make it make sense. It's the third biggest. What is it? Third biggest media market, right? Stop playing.
Media market. Yeah,
that is true. Yep. That is true.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
So there's that.
People don't know that either. They really don't know that about Chicago. Chicago's a huge media market.
Gotta figure it out. Benzino, what's good? So, what do y'all think? What do y'all got? If you're the coaches tomorrow, and we'll get ready to wrap this one. If you're the coaches tomorrow, what is your plan for your team with the game being on Tuesday? Give me your plan for each of the teams still in the playoffs, starting with Phoenix and Minnesota.
You want to go, coach, or me?
Yeah, you got it.
So with Phoenix, it's kind of what I mentioned before. I was watching some of the highlights while we were talking about it, and it just looked like, just based off of what I was seeing from the highlights, and we'll watch I'll be ready to do the whole rewatch a little bit later here. That was a winnable game.
Are you having a practice tomorrow? Are they
No. It'll be a
hard
walkthrough.
practice and a walkthrough?
No, you'll have usually what happens, especially after losses like that. Of course, you go to the film and then you go to the court and you do your walkthrough. But if it's something like glaring that the walkthrough's not addressing, then you'll probably have another walkthrough that night, either before or after dinner, right? Because that's the next day. The next day you're gonna go through film, you're gonna go through shoot around and all that stuff, and everybody's gonna get treatment and rest and all that stuff. So you're gonna do a lot of your attention to detail, like, and that's the whole thing. It's not big. There's not a whole lot of big things. Just some shot selection, some talking, some communication on the pick and roll. And Minnesota they do an excellent job on picking and slipping, pick and roll, high low. You have, and it's quick. It's like bat. All these passes. It's 2 dribbles. It's pass. 2 dribbles. It's pass. Back screen. Step back. You have to have the communication down. And Phoenix was a half step slow on a lot of stuff tonight.
All right, Coach, what you got?
So with Phoenix, what we do is real quick. With Phoenix, what I would do is have what I call my defensive station series in the beginning, and then I will finish with a lighter thing of some what we call situations where it's offensive, mostly getting up shots, so you can build the confidence. But I always begin practice with defense, reviewing that, and then offense at the end. It'll be offense situation game. We call situations, something that I developed when I used to coach at camps. I got it from All American camps. I used to coach back when I was a younger coach, and it's just putting certain situation time on the clock and then responding to the game situation and kind of get your mind. Just using different tools to get your mind off what happened yesterday. And you're not going hard, maybe mid speed because you do have a game, but I'm the kind of coach I want you to be ready, game situation ready. So I'm not a walkthrough person the day before because if you know your team, some players can't get in rhythm when the game starts. They got to have a rhythm before the game. So that's my approach to it. With Minnesota, you're going to protect your illnesses. You're going to go over what you do and hope your defense will step up. But you know that Mercury's going to wake up the next game, so you're going to see if you have see if you strengthen your zone. So you got to mix it up. Be able to mix it up. That's my quick one on those two.
All right, what y'all got? What does the day look like for Las Vegas and Indiana?
Rest and treatment and film and shooting. Just like Coach said, they're not gonna. Yeah. That's an older team that you're dealing with. Right. The Aces. You're not gonna do the same things you would do with a younger team, right? They know what they need to do. They know what they messed up on. It's more or less just being just tightening up, and it's energy. From another thing, I was watching a little bit of the highlights on them. That was all energy. That was, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was mostly energy when it came to that game.
Right.
Like the Fever, like I said, they have nothing to lose, and they are coached by a good coach, regardless of what Fever fans think. They are, like you're seeing it. They're playing better as a unit without the queen of the Indiana Fever. Which
I struggle with that. Is it a good coach because of the quality of players? All right, we'll talk about it another time. But I got you.
there is some dissension amongst the ranks about some of these players on the team versus the coach. It's a good conversation to have. It is definitely a good conversation. Yes.
Because like most of the players that she had, they come from outstanding college programs and is already plug and play. I mean, that's like getting 7. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it in college and saying I'm coaching.
Yep. No, I agree with that part. I do. I mean, there's the thing. There are what I like to call entertainment coaches. There's coaches and then there's entertainment coaches. entertainment coaches know how to recruit. They know how to talk to the people. They know how to get the most out of the people that already have the talent, and they put the right people together to make the coach look good. I won't say Rick Pitino. Calipari comes to mind. Who's another coach that's like that too? Calipari is one of the main ones. I was gonna say Rick Pitino, but Rick Pitino's actually he was a really good coach in
And
Kentucky.
Calipari, I've been with him at Foster and Robert Morris, and I'm going to tell you, I know firsthand he's about doing the least offensively because he has players that's going to play above the rim.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he's just doing a back. So I sat in on one of his off. He's like, I'm being honest with you. All my players above the rim. I've got this basic offense. It's Princeton on steroids. It's not a full Princeton. It's just space. He uses the Princeton to space out the floor for the floor spacing, and then everything else is somebody shoot it and everybody else go up and get the ball. So it's crazy. But you could do that when you have. I'm telling you, you can do that when you got like 7 of those.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, people that don't know what Coach Coleman's talking about, he's talking about McDonald's All-Americans. Yeah, for sure. Because that Kentucky team that had Anthony and AD on it, Anthony Davis on it, had 11 McDonald's All-Americans on it, and they were so deep that they had a white team and they had a blue team, and they would sub in like hockey shifts, 5 in, 5 out, and then at the end, who's ever playing the best, they finish the game. That's the game. That's your entertainment coach right there, right? Yeah. Coaches that actually get down into the nitty gritty, and actually do some things. They're the ones that will develop people that may have come into the league with not the know-how or the skill to get things done, but those coaches can actually get the most out of those players. That's a coach.
That's right. That's the difference. You get them. How can you get them to play higher than what they already came in? If they're playing the same that they came to you, then I did not do my job.
Yeah, you're not doing your job. Exactly.
And sometimes and sometimes you love your team so much. If I'm a fan of a team, that's hard to see or distinguish. Did my favorite player, did my favorite team, did they get better? Did that coach help them get better, or did they kind of play? Did they play the same that they did from the game opener to the conference playoff? Are they like stuck at that same level, or can they, get into the next level of playing? And the biggest thing, the next level of playing is trying something you worked on that you've never done in a game and doing it effectively. Right. And not doing it perfectly. And if a coach knows you're working on that, I'm not going to get upset. We're going to be like, pick how you try it out in the game wisely. That's what I'm going to say. Please don't let the game be online. Now you want to try the left hand layup. Just put it in with 2 hands.
But yeah, it's a little too late at that point.
Yeah, this is not the time I needed you to just go one leg. Oopie. I need you to just secure it and put 2 hands on the basketball, lay it in on the left side. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, I've seen that before. 100%. Just I don't. Yeah, for the most part, energy. It's an energy thing. That's one of the most difficult things for a veteran team to do consistently, even though we know that that's what they need to do for whatever reason. And you can blame this on the coaches too at times, but there's also that thing where some players, it just, when they don't have it going, they don't have another way to actually help the team, or they let their offense affect their defense, or vice versa, which is never a good recipe for success, right? But we're counting on the veteran presence to say just what they said, like when they beat the Storm afterwards. It was like, yeah, we just gotta, we gotta do what we know that we can do, and we got to be consistent about it. That's what one of their press conferences was all about. And that's what it is. Like, what else could it be? I mean, putting the ball in the basket, yes. Okay, yes. Even if they didn't put the ball in the basket, they could have played way better defense. Period. You can't even, there's no, I mean, matchups, yes. Cess said it best. Let Mitchell get 40. As long as everybody else doesn't do a whole lot of anything, the Aces win. They could get away with Kelsey could average 35 a game in this series. And they and the series would be over by game 4.
Right. I enjoy Kelsey's game, but I just don't see her having that fortitude throughout the whole session just because you're talking about, when you just poke the hooper against the Aces, the competitor. So I just don't see that fly easy with letting her get off. I don't see that happening just with the competitor you have on the Aces side. I say competitors singular first. The competitor is Asia that then passes on the competitiveness to her teammates. I'm just calling it like I see it. Let's keep it above, right? And sometimes that's how teams are ran. You have that GOAT. She's the GOAT. She's her. I mean, so and so I'm just calling like I see. But one thing I would do with Phoenix is I'm a person that in a half court set is what we call running through the offensive set in a half court setting. We call secondary muscle memory, running through your out of bounds plays, running through your sideline plays, your situational slobs, sideline out of bounds. We call it slobs. Baseline is called blob. Baseline out of bounds. And so you run through these what you want to do with a veteran team is run through these situations like that. Your offense, and then in half court set, let's talk about the adjustments we can make. Defense, it wouldn't be a whole lot of full court stuff, but we still got to get their legs under them, get them going because we can't wait to get there to turn the engine on. You know what I mean? Like especially with a heavy late season team, we got to get your engine going before you get to the court. We got to get that going, right? We got to get tuning it up like that. So you want to have, even though it's the night before, you said you want to have that blood warm in their veins and hungry and thirsty. And so you got to have a solid practice, a productive practice, and then always end up with getting shot. You never go wrong with getting shots up and free throws. Never go wrong with that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the best way to get yourself back in the game is easy baskets and free throws, right? I mean, it's not like they can't get there. It's that they're right in certain points of this game. From what I just saw from the highlights, they just got the energy level was different, right? The other team had more energy than the other. That's it. That's all I really saw. That was the difference in that game. The score is indicative of a double-digit loss, but with a little bit of energy in the right places, you don't give up 28 points in the third quarter.
That's right. That part.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm saying it. It doesn't. It sounds like it's not a whole lot that they have to fix, but it's not. It's totally not. So. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what a veteran team looks like. I'm not really worried about it. The game 3 is what I really want to see because, of course, now that's pivotal.
Absolutely. Well, we got to get to game 2 first.
Right.
You keep wanting to get
Tuesday.
Game 2 though.
Man, I've already gotten. I'm past game 2 already. That's how confident.
I don't know how you gonna. I don't know why you rushing past game 2. We're gonna take care of game 2. It ain't gonna be about no game 3.
That's right. There you go.
Oh, I don't know. What you keep trying to rush there for? Hey, we get ready to get out of here, Coach. It's up to you if you wanted to do scorers before it's no pick 'em.
Did the people want me to? We got pick 'em for tomorrow night, right? Is that right? Did I say that?
I think it's no games tomorrow, so it's no pick 'ems tonight.
Yeah.
Knockout scorers. It's up to you.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and if you're gonna do it, let's knock it out.
All right, here we go. We're gonna knock it out, and then we gonna be out of here. Is that what you're saying? All right, we ready. It's been Coach's Corner brought to you by Fair. We got Sunday Fun Day playoffs. It's a pleasure to be with you another night. Let's DC show. We thank you for Coach MJ Lover joining us on tonight. Then we got Sunday Fun Day. Double-digit scorers of these two games go with Minnesota Lynx. Minnesota Lynx 82, Phoenix Mercury 69 over to the Lynx, who got Nafisa Collier 18 points and one rebound shy of a double-double. Got Michaela McBuckets McBride 21 points. Go court. Courtney Williams with 23 points and two rebounds shy of a double. That is your double-digit scorers for the Lynx. Mercury. Ooh, Sabali Ali. Ooh, Sabali Bali. Satu Sabali, 10 points. 18 with 18 points, and she was two rebounds and three assists shy of a triple dub. Then we over to Kai Copper, 22 points, and Sammy Wickham, 11 points. That is your double-digit scorer for the Mercury in that game. Let's go over to Las Vegas Aces, 73. Phoenix Mercury was shooting hot, and pull off the victory with 89-73 over the Las Vegas Aces. Let's go to the Las Vegas Aces. You had Asia Wilson, mother Wilson, the 2025 Kia MVP. 16-13. Gamecock on the court. 16-13. Double club. Jackie Young. We say Jackie Young, 19 points. Chelsea point guard, great. 13 and dribbling behind Dana Evans with 14 points. That is your double-digit scorers for the Las Vegas Aces. Over to the Fever on tonight. We had Natasha Howard, 12 and 11, double player. And Leah Boston with double-digit performer with 11 rebounds. And here we go over to Kelsey Mitchell, 34 points, a 30 piece, and plus some. Added four more little chicken nuggets there. They're all Odyssey Sims, almost called it Odessa, like Odessa, Texas. What I was thinking, Odyssey Sims, 17 points. Part-time worker. I was thinking of part-time lover. That's I don't know what was it, but it must be nice. The 17 points for Odyssey Sims, and yes, I do believe what a difference that Odyssey Sims has made. It has helped that team. So on to the double. That's your double-digit scorer. I don't know. Scorers for the Fever and that game.
MJ, you gotta sign in as you when you come in. You're gonna be commenting because you making comments in my name that I'm not making. You gotta come in as you.
We got a production correction.
Yeah, you gotta come in as you. I ain't saying that.
You got it. Correct him.
My bad.
All right. That is your double-digit scorers for Sunday Fun Day. WNBA Lights brought to you by Wanda's Wigs. Wanda's no bust downs. Wanda's wontons. Hold the olives. That is what we have for your double-digit scorers. Thank you so much. Quick, sweet, and to the point, as a wise woman I heard say, quick and sweet and to the point. Back to you, Auntie. You gotta use your own hands, MJ.
What a day of sports! What it is, sports, crazy day, crazy weekend of sports. What'd you say?
I thought I did come in as me. No? We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
Like you are so funny. You love to fix something in post.
Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it on the back end. I don't see it right now. Yeah.
Oh, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of these semifinals. Round game 1 out the way. Game 2 on Tuesday. We're gonna talk some more hoops tomorrow. MJ, do we have a bet show tomorrow?
We should have a show tomorrow. I am on. I don't know about. I didn't get a message for tomorrow morning, so we should have a show tomorrow. We can go through all these anytime touchdown picks. That oh boy, we how much time do we have tomorrow for that? That's gonna take about an hour. That I am so irritated with some of these people right now. This is so stupid. Never mind.
We should have some time. We got the CC show tomorrow. We got now joining the conversation. I believe we got hot takes. We confirm that. That man, what a day. We appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Until next time, y'all know what it is. That's MJ number 23, Mr. Lover, Big Daddy Long Dong himself. Coach Coleman says talk sports. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all.